Hi everyone, it's Lindsay with Larson Therapeutic Arts. Today I'm going to take you through the demo of how to make a sensory squish goldfish, or any type of fish really. Okay, so by way of supplies, I have 2 pieces of paper, watercolor paper. I have some blue paint, some white paint, and some red and yellow. You could do any, I'm going to mix my red and yellow for my goldfish, but you could do any colors of paint if you wanted to do a rainbow fish. One of the key things for the sensory squish is to have some saran wrap. So I have my big Costco saran wrap right here. And then finally, you'll need some kind of circular object. I used a toilet paper roll yesterday. That would work fine, or I'm going to use this cup today. Okay, so I'm going to start with my first piece of paper and create my water background. So I'm going to get the paint on this, and I'm just going to start stamping out. I'm basically just creating bubbles, essentially. Just keep stamping. I might take one of my paint brushes and just mix a little bit of the white in, so I also have kind of a lighter color bubble. And now I'm realizing that you can't see where I was stamping, so. Okay, so I might take my cup again and start to stamp out more bubbles into my water pattern. Might do the other side of the cup, and this is going to get interesting. I've got all kinds of different colors in that. Got some big bubbles, going on, just stamping those out. A couple more dark blue, some bigger. You can see, and you can fill that in as much as you would like to. I've got just kind of the start of my bubble pattern going right there. Okay, so once I have kind of my water set aside, and the other thing you can do if you want to in your water is you can kind of paint in some of those bubbles. You don't need to, but you can. Let's give them a little bit of these bluer bubbles I've started to fill in. You don't need to do that. You can do that if you'd like to, if you kind of like the look aesthetically, to add in some bubbles. Okay, so after I have my bubbles done, I'm going to just set this aside for now. And I'm going to pull out this other piece of paper that's just going to kind of serve as my base to start to build up my fish. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out a sheet of saran wrap, and I'm going to lay that down flat. Okay, and then on my saran wrap, in the very middle, I want to make sure I have enough of an edge that paint isn't going to be dripping out. I'm going to add some red. So this is kind of where the sensory squish comes in. And like I said, you could use multiple colors. You could make rainbow fish. The more saran wrap you use and the bigger kind of middle area you create, the bigger the fish is going to be. For simplicity purpose, I'm just gonna show you some little goldfish, but you could make that bigger. So what you would do is kind of get all your colors mixed in. Okay, and then I'm going to fold it in half, fold it in half again, just so I know that my paint is encased like such. And then I'm gonna take my saran wrap and I'm gonna tie a knot so my fish is in there. And then this is where the sensory squish starts to come in. So what you'll do is just, in working with your kiddos, just have them start to manipulate those colors. You said, yeah, I mean, you could use a much larger area. For that, it doesn't need to be that, but then you kind of get to that really cool color mixing starting to go. You can see some of my yellows, my reds, all of that blend. Okay, so after I have my fish created, I got a little bit of a tail going, and I don't know where my, oh, here are my scissors. What I'm gonna do, my fishes, I have the color as mixed as I want, so I'm gonna cut a little bit of my fish's tail out of the remaining saran wrap. Okay, so I have the basis of my fish. Then what I would do is put my water back down. I'm gonna take a little bit of